Dude, I'm about to tell you a truth that's gonna blow your freaking mind. Discipline has absolutely nothing to do with willpower. Yeah, you heard that right. All this bullshit about you need to be strong, you need to suffer, no pain, no gain, is one of the biggest lies they ever sold you. And I'm gonna prove it to you in the next few minutes. If you're watching this video, you've probably tried to be disciplined before. You woke up Monday morning full of energy, made a giant list of habits, and then what? By Thursday, you'd already given up on everything, feeling like a complete failure. But what if I told you the problem isn't that you're weak? What if I told you that you've been fighting the wrong system this whole time? Today, I'm going to show you how people who consider themselves lazy manage to develop unshakable discipline. And no, this isn't cheap motivation. This is pure science. Look, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. A few years ago, I was the most undisciplined guy you could imagine. My life was basically this: wake up, play online games until 3 in the morning, eat garbage, watch Netflix until I fell asleep again. Weekends, party after party. I was addicted to instant pleasure. Dopamine straight into my veins. Every Sunday, I'd make that dramatic promise. Monday, I'm going to become a new man. I'd go to sleep super motivated, imagining my new disciplined version. Waking up at 5 a.m., working out, meditating, eating healthy. Spoiler alert, it never worked. By Wednesday, I was already back to the same pathetic routine. And then that voice in my head would come, "Dude, you're hopeless, you're weak." Does this sound familiar? The worst part is that everyone around me said the same thing. You need more willpower. Be more disciplined. Stop being lazy. But here's the plot twist that changed my life. I discovered that I was trying to be disciplined in completely the wrong way. The solution I'm going to show you is so counterintuitive that when I tell people about it, they think I'm joking. Real discipline doesn't come from strength. It comes from intelligent laziness. That's right. You're going to use your laziness to be disciplined. Sounds crazy? Stay with me and you'll understand. The most disciplined people in the world aren't these motivation machines you see on Instagram. They're people who figured out how to hack their own brain to do the right things without effort. They don't fight against their nature. They work with it. And here's what's going to mess with your head even more. These people aren't special. They don't have some superpower you don't have. They just know something you don't know yet. But you're about to learn it right now. Let's get into the science, because this isn't motivational coach talk. Dr. B.J. Fogg from Stanford spent over 20 years studying human behavior. And you know what he discovered? Motivation is completely unreliable. Motivation is like that friend who abandons you at the club. It shows up when you don't need it and disappears when you need it most. But there's something way more powerful than motivation. Automatic systems. Your brain uses 20% of your body's entire energy. That's why it's constantly looking for ways to save energy. It wants to automate everything. That's your lazy nature working in your favor. Studies in neuroplasticity show that when you repeat a specific action in the same context, your brain literally creates new neural pathways. In 66 days on average, that action becomes automatic. But here's the secret nobody tells you. You do not need to wait 66 days to see results. If you do it right, you'll feel the change in 48 hours. What do disciplined people do differently? They don't depend on willpower. They create what researchers call choice architecture. They manipulate the environment so the right choice is the easiest choice. Think about it. Every time you have to make a decision, you're using mental energy. Should I work out today? Should I study now? Should I eat healthy? Each decision drains your battery a little bit. Disciplined people bypass all that crap. They set up their lives so the good stuff happens automatically. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day. Why? Because he didn't want to waste mental energy deciding what to wear. That energy went into building billion-dollar companies. Obama did the same thing, only blue or gray suits. He said, "I don't want to make decisions about what I'm eating or wearing because I have too many other decisions to make." These guys get it. Decision fatigue is real, and it's killing your productivity. Now, I'm going to flip your head upside down. Stop seeing discipline as sacrifice. Start seeing it as the biggest productivity hack that exists. Think about it. What's every lazy person's dream? To do less effort for more results, right? Discipline is exactly that. A disciplined guy doesn't wake up every day fighting to go to the gym. He goes on autopilot. He doesn't spend mental energy deciding whether to study or not. He just studies. While you're spending 80% of your mental energy making stupid decisions. Should I work out today? Should I study now? Should I eat healthy? The disciplined person already did all that and still has energy left to focus on what really matters. Discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about being smart. It's about setting up your life so good things happen automatically without you having to think about it. Mark Zuckerberg uses the same clothes every day. Why? Because he doesn't want to spend mental energy deciding what to wear. That energy he uses to build billion-dollar companies. This is the mindset you need to have. Discipline as an efficiency tool, not as punishment. The biggest misconception about discipline is that it's about suffering. That's complete garbage. Real discipline feels effortless because it's automated. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning having an internal battle about whether to brush your teeth. You just do it. That's what we're going to build for the important stuff in your life. Okay, enough theory. Let's get to what matters. How to implement this in practice. I'm going to give you 4 strategies that will transform your life in the next 30 days. And no, it's not a list of 50 habits. This is what actually works. First strategy, the 2-minute rule. Any habit you want to develop, start with 2 minutes a day. Want to study more? Study for 2 minutes. Want to work out? Do 2 minutes of exercise. But dude, 2 minutes won't change anything. Wrong. 2 minutes will change everything. Because you're training your brain to associate that action with success, not with effort. You're creating the habit of keeping promises to yourself. Here's what happens. Your brain loves patterns. When you do something small consistently, it starts expecting it. After 2 weeks of doing 2 minutes every day, your brain will want more. It's automatic. The guy who starts with 2 minutes and sticks to it will be doing 30 minutes in 2 months. The guy who tries to do 30 minutes from day 1 quits in the first week. This isn't about the 2 minutes. This is about proving to yourself that you can be consistent. It's about building trust with yourself. Second strategy, habit stacking. Take a habit you already do automatically and attach the new habit to it. Example, after I brush my teeth, I'll do 10 push-ups. After I turn on my computer, I'll read 1 page of a book. You're using a strong habit to carry a weak habit. It's like using jumper cables to start a car with a dead battery. Your brain already has the neural pathway for the first habit. You're just extending that pathway to include the new behavior. The key here is to make it stupid simple. Don't say, after I brush my teeth, I'll work out for an hour. Say, after I brush my teeth, I'll put on my workout clothes. Third strategy, environment design. Your willpower has limits. Your environment doesn't. Want to eat healthy? Stop buying junk food. You can't eat crap if there's no crap in your house. Want to study more? Leave the book open on your desk. Want to work out? Sleep in your workout clothes. Make the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard. This is intelligent laziness at its finest. Remove friction from good habits and add friction to bad habits. Want to stop checking your phone so much? Put it in another room. Want to drink more water? Put a water bottle next to your bed. Your environment is constantly influencing your behavior. Most people try to change their behavior without changing their environment. That's like trying to swim upstream. Change the environment and the behavior changes automatically. Fourth strategy, the 1% system. Forget big transformations. Focus on getting 1% better every day. 1% seems small? In 1 year, you'll be 37 times better. That's pure math. The guy who does 10 push-ups today and 11 tomorrow, in 6 months he's doing 100. The guy who wants to do 100 on the first day quits in the first week. Small improvements compound like crazy. It's not linear, it's exponential. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. 1% better every day means doubling your results every 70 days. That's insane growth, but it happens so gradually you don't even notice it. Here's something that's going to blow your mind. You don't even need to improve 1% every day. You just need to not get worse. If you maintain your current level 5 days a week and improve 1% on 2 days, you're still crushing it over time. The compound effect is the most powerful force in personal development, but most people never see it because they quit before it kicks in. Dude, I need to know something. Which of these strategies made the most sense to you? Comment below which one you're gonna test first. And if you've tried something similar before, tell me about your experience. I want to know if it worked or not, and why. Because this isn't just about ME talking. This is about us building this together. This community here in the comments is where the real magic happens. And look, if you have any technique that worked for you, share it too. Sometimes a tip from a guy in the comments is worth more than 10 YouTube videos. I want to see this community helping each other out. Drop your wins, drop your failures, drop whatever you're struggling with. Because here's the thing. Everyone watching this video is on the same journey. We're all trying to become better versions of ourselves. Now I'm going to tell you something that will cement all this in your mind. Last week, a guy sent me a DM saying, "Dude, I started applying this intelligent laziness stuff 3 months ago. Today, I wake up at 5:30 every day, work out, study, work at a startup, and it's automatic. I don't feel any effort." This guy didn't become a superhero. He just stopped fighting the system and started using the system. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Disciplined people aren't stronger than you. They just know that willpower is a limited resource, and intelligence is an infinite resource. While everyone tries to be stronger, they get smarter. Think about the habits you have today that are automatic. Brushing teeth, taking a shower, checking your phone. Oh, that one's definitely automatic, right? You don't wake up every day fighting to brush your teeth. You just brush them. Why? Because it became automatic. Discipline is this: turning important things into automatic things. It's about getting to the end of the day and realizing you did everything important without having spent mental energy fighting yourself. It's about freeing up your mental bandwidth for the stuff that actually matters: creativity, problem solving, building relationships, chasing big goals. Most people are exhausted by 10 a.m. because they've already made 50 decisions about stupid stuff. Disciplined people make those decisions once and never think about them again. That's the difference between struggling and flowing. Look where we've come. You came here thinking discipline was about being stronger, about suffering more, about having more willpower. Now you know the truth. Discipline is about being smarter. It's about stopping the fight against your nature and starting to work with it. It's about turning your lazy brain into your greatest ally. The next 48 hours are crucial. Choose one of the strategies I mentioned and apply it. Just one. Don't try to do everything at once. Start stupid small, like embarrassingly small. If you want to work out, just put on your workout clothes. If you want to read, just open the book. If you want to eat healthy, just drink 1 glass of water. The goal isn't the action itself. The goal is proving to yourself that you can be consistent with something. And remember, you're not trying to become someone else. You're discovering who you've always been capable of being. The disciplined guy you admire isn't special. He just figured out these strategies before you did. Now you're both on the same level. The difference is that now you have the tools. The question is, are you going to use them? Because, dude, the world needs your disciplined version. Your dreams need your disciplined version. Your family needs your disciplined version. And it's already in there, waiting for you to stop fighting the system and start using the system. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. This isn't going to be easy at first. Your brain is going to resist change. It's going to try to pull you back to your old patterns. But here's what you need to understand. Resistance is normal. It's not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're doing something different. The trick is to make the change so small that your brain doesn't even notice it's happening. 2 minutes is below your brain's resistance threshold. It's so small that your brain goes, "Whatever, I guess we can do 2 minutes." Then, once it becomes normal, you can gradually increase it. This is how you sneak past your brain's security system. Most people try to kick down the door. Smart people find the back entrance. The game has changed. Now it's your turn to play. If this video changed your perspective on discipline, hit that like button so the algorithm knows this content transforms lives. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, stuff that goes to the root of problems instead of just scratching the surface. And don't forget, comment below which strategy you're gonna test first. We'll see each other in the next video, and when we meet again, I want you to tell me how your life changed. Peace out.